Hey guys, welcome back to the Up to 11 podcast with me, your host, Dan Groom. I'm trying to do a little spin twist on things, I think. I want to end it like a different type of thing as well. This one is the news. We've got news this week that was pretty much on the weekend into Wednesday. Which is now Thursday. It's 1 a.m. in the morning here in the UK on Thursday, the 12th of September. We've got news. We've got, I think, about 4 or 5 items that I'm going to give you. That you probably already know. If you're a fan of music, you're probably going to go, yeah, we know. Again, Teddy Boy. So, we've got news on Dave Grohl. We've got news on Chester Bennington's son. We've got news on Taylor Swift in 2 ways. We'll probably end on that the second one of Taylor. We've got news on Franz Ferdinand. And we've got news on Jack White, which kind of plays into Taylor's news, sort of. Let's start off with the big one, actually, that was the biggest news this week, and that is Dave Grohl. He announces the birth of a daughter, but not in his marriage, which is not great, obviously. He posted on his socials, and this was the Instagram post he had put out a day ago. Well, pretty much 2 days ago now. I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. We're grateful for your consideration toward all the children involved as we move forward together. Now, it's not great, obviously, that he's been unfaithful to his wife, which isn't the second time, which isn't the first time this has happened. I think he cheated on his first marriage, Jennifer Lee Youngblood, back in the late 90s or whenever it was. He's obviously now married 21 years to Jordan Blum. Is it Jordan Blum? Or is it Jordan? Because it's weird, it's got a Y and an N. Jordan? I don't know. But her name's Blum. Obviously, Dave has got 3 other daughters, Violet, Harper, and is it Sophie? Not Sophie. What was it? What's the other one? What's the other one called? No, not the other one. I did just have it. Ophelia, yeah. Violet Mare, Harper Willow, and Ophelia Saint. Ophelia? I don't know. Obviously, we all know who Violet is. She's the one that comes on stage, and she's got an amazing voice. Hopefully, she'll start a band soon, because she's got a great voice. She sounds she's got a Stevie Nicks thing about her. You know what I mean? I can just imagine her now singing Edge of 17 like it's nothing. And Harps, as he calls her, it's that damn 15 now. Jesus Christ, she would have been about 3 years old. I look back at a lot of live music. I've got, well, you can watch it on YouTube. Their Reading 2012 performance, and Harper Grohl is on the side of the stage, and so in 2012, that was 12 years ago. So yeah, she was about 3 years old, and blimey. Obviously Violet might have been there. She might have been doing something else. She would have been just a little bit older. Yeah, Violet is 18, Harper's 15, and then Thalia is 10. So yeah, obviously, here we go. He was previously married to photographer Jennifer Lee Youngblood from 94 to 97. They divorced after he admitted to being unfaithful during their marriage. So he's done it again, but as they say, once a cheater, always a cheater. It's such a shame because I love Dave. He's an amazing person. He's one of us, if you know what I mean. He just seems like a regular person. The fame hasn't like touched him. In that just sounds really weird. No, as in like it hasn't changed him. The fame and the money and all that shit. Oh, I just swore. I'm trying not to swear. I might every time I swear. Actually, I probably won't be able to make that promise, and I probably will forget that promise. So yeah, it's such a shame. Obviously, his other daughters have like closed their socials down. I think they're obviously just having a family thing. Obviously, who is the mother of this child? Yeah, it's such a shame that he's done this, which is not the greatest, shall we say? Not the greatest. I don't think I've got anything else to add. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to add. So yeah. Hopefully this one doesn't end in a divorce. But who knows? To be fair, The Rock, Dave has always been like, very in touch with his feelings. You know, he's always had that sensitive side. As you know, obviously, it took him, I wouldn't say years, but ages to get back to performing, because he obviously was with Nirvana, and obviously Kurt Cobain died, and that took a massive hit on him. And he said he didn't want to play the drums ever again. And then he brought out Foo Fighters' self-titled album called Foo Fighters in, I think it was 97, if I'm not mistaken. I'm alone, I'm an easy target. 95, so pretty much, or not even a year after, over a year after Kurt passed. Yo, there's some great tracks on here. Exhausted, Watershed, For All the Cows, Alone, Easy Target, Big Me, I'll Stick Around, and obviously This Is the Call. He played it all by himself, by the way. He every instrument on the album. So yeah, obviously he's been in bands such as Queens of the Stone Age. What's the other one? Something Vultures, isn't it? Damn, something Vultures. Crooked Vultures, is it? Damn Crooked Vultures. Yeah, them with Josh from Queens of the Stone Age. Josh Homme or Homie. I don't know actually how you pronounce it. A lot of people call it Josh Home, or they call it Josh Homme. Homer. or something or other. The tunes actually are pretty decent. I think they played the Royal Albert Hall, and you can watch that performance on YouTube as well. Let's go to Queen now, with music. Not new music, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, I was going to say then. They're bringing out what looks like a remaster or a reissue of I think it's Greatest Hits, is it? Whoa. Yeah, so The Night Comes Down. It's been given a remix and a remaster from Queen 1. You see, Brian May put a little video on Instagram of him opening it up. It's in like a boxed record. She's a Beauty. Swipe half a century later. Here's our debut Queen album, finally presented just the way we would have loved to present it in 1973. God damn. 51 years ago. 51 years ago. That makes my dad 10 plus. Yeah, like, old. My dad in 1973 was 11 years old. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So on the thingy, it says this is the monumental, sorry. I'm such a dyslexic. Anyway. The final fulfillment of a dream. This is not just a remaster. The whole album has been lovingly remixed from the restored original recordings on 16-track analog magnetic tape. Ooh. Although we were always proud of our very first album, it never had the sound we wanted. Being young whippersnappers at the time, we had no control over the way the instruments were recorded. It was recorded very dry in the studio with no room, so to us the tracks have always sounded very lifeless and small. Now, our chaps have laboured for months in the digital domain to magically out the real warm sound back in, and together we've remixed the whole thing, including reinstating a track which never appeared on the original release. I think when you hear the new sound, especially the drums, you will be stunned. Okay, lots more to say as we go along. So why Queen 1? Because that's exactly what we would have called it at the time if we'd have known where history was going to take us. Brian May. Yeah, I mean, if you look at their greatest hits, like box sets and CD, because my mum and dad have got a few of those, they've gone greatest hits 1, greatest hits 2, greatest hits 3, and that's just the way they've gone about it. So yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to get a couple of, I wanted to get all the studio albums from Queen. Oh, my dog. What you doing, Ted? Teddy? Oh, bloody hell. I think I'm going to have to let him out, maybe? I don't know. Oh, he's having a drink. So yeah, on the album, so you've got obviously the 2024 mix of the songs. Hang on, I'm looking at the track list. 63 songs on the digital release. Hang on. Ted? I don't want him to pee in the kitchen. God's sake, dog. You're going to be muted. I'm back in the room. Imagine if I forget to edit that bit out. You'll just hear nothingness. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So 63 tracks on the re-release, because you've got a few, by the looks of things, you've got live performances from 1970, 74, 76. So Live at the Rainbow in London. Now that's a place I would have loved to have gone. The Rainbow was Rainbow called Hammersmith back in the day? Live at the Rainbow. Whoa, hello Rumble in me tummy. Rainbow. I mean, that's not. Well, I mean, Live at the Rainbow with Bob Marley and the Wailers. Not really what I was going for, but well, I'm pretty sure the Rainbow, Live at the Rainbow, Maiden, 1981. The Rainbow Theatre. I thought it was called Rainbow Hammersmith. I don't think it's there, is it no more? I think it's called something. It was called the Astoria. Yeah. I know, I remember now. No? Oh, no. The Astoria was something different. So former names: Finsbury Park Astoria, Odeon Astoria, and the Odeon. Okay. And then obviously, yeah, closed in 1982. Damn. That'd have been a hell of a place to go. Hell of a place. Oh, what since? I think the Astoria is still a place in London, isn't it? Astoria. Oh, I've just had it. Here you go. The London Astoria. Yeah, I think it closed. Yeah, 2009 it closed down. Yeah, there's some really old places in London. Some old music venues like the Astoria. I think there's a place, Earl's Court. That I would have loved to go see a gig at Earl's Court. It's a shame that they knocked it down. London's got such an amazing theatres and not music venues. They've got like Dingwalls and Camden's a place I would love to go. I think I've said this before. The Roundhouse, obviously. I'd love to go to the KOKO as well. I'd love to get, like I said, Royal Albert Hall as well. There's so many places I'd love to go. Electric Ballroom I'd like to go to as well. I don't know why. I think that's another little place. The Brixton as well. I feel like the Brixton, with it being reopened now. I think it's reopened, is it? Brixton. Brixton Academy. I think it did reopen earlier. Yeah, it's open. It is open. Excuse me. Oof. That's the pizza coming through on my chesticle. So yeah, you've got the Imperial College, yeah, London. That's a Live at Rainbow. Excuse me, BBC Sessions. Seven Seas of Rye. Yeah. Yeah, you've got takes as well and stuff. Yeah, so like demos and stuff and instrumentals and whatnot. Like, yeah. D Lane Lee demo. That sort of rings a bell, but I've never heard of it before. If you know that, if you get that kind of feeling. Excuse me. Ooh. So yeah, what looks like a was that in the original? It what? I don't think it was. It was. I mean, they've on here. You've got Queen, Queen one. It's a collector's edition, the one that Brian was showing off. Ah, on the original, you've got, is it 11 tracks by the looks of things? Yeah. Keep yourself alive, keep yourself alive. So their discography is just second to none, isn't it? It's such amazing, you know. Like, I mean, Night at the Opera, Day at the Races, News of the World, The Game, Hot Space. You know, they're just absolutely amazing albums. Even like Queen 2 was probably one of the best. Hammersmith Odeon it was called. I thought it was called Odeon something. Hammersmith Apollo. I don't know why I say the Apollo. I think it was how people say it. I think it was some comedian saying it. Kevin Bridges. Just a random tidbit right there. Anyway, let's crack on with the other bits of news I want to crack on. Linkin Park. We want to talk about Chester Bennington's son. Now, obviously, unfortunately, Chester's son has criticised the reunion of them picking the frontman that they have. Jamie Bennington, the son of Chester, has criticised the band for replacing his father with musician Emily. Now, Emily Armstrong, should I say. I can see where he's kind of coming from. But at the end of the day, let the band be the band. Because don't get me wrong, Chester is synonymous with Linkin Park. It's like the band that we were just talking about, Queen. You can't replace Freddie. He was irreplaceable. And that's why they go Queen plus Adam Lambert when it comes to them performing and doing music. Have they written music together? The guys at Queen and Adam? I can't remember if they have or not. But I don't think they did, no. I think they were just called Queen plus Adam Lambert for live shows. And obviously I think, if I remember, Freddie would show up in hologram form or some kind of... I think it was when Love of My Life, I think, yeah, there was a Pro Shot live video of Brian May with his guitar sitting on a chair, and then you've got like this sort of curtain behind him with projection of Freddie, and even just talking about it makes you quite emotional about it. But like I said, he was irreplaceable, just like Chester is. But if you watch the live stream a few weeks ago, pretty much last week, Mike was introducing the guys in the band, and obviously there's a few people that the original guys aren't there, unfortunately. And he was saying, "Oh, and please welcome, Emily on vocals." And then obviously, and the part of Chester is you guys and the audience, which suggests that Mike is an absolutely wonderful guy and keeping the spirit of Chester alive. And I think he wants you guys to do that, because he's been very, very. Mike has always been a very. I keep saying very. Um, mindful guy about things, and this is why it's taken so long for the band to come back. And even with some of them, which I we respect the guys fully, because excuse me, obviously Rob, the drummer, he's not playing with them, which I get, but he's still with them creatively. He was, I think there was a photo of Mike, Emily, and Rob, what looked like they were writing music or doing something to do with this album, which makes you think, oh, okay, yeah. Obviously, Brad is still a member. He just wasn't playing that night with them. Oh, Jesus! Because you had Alex Feder, Feeder. Is in tour. Is playing with them on tour. But Delson is still part of the band. He's still an official member, and he co-produced the album, the upcoming. Was that a mosquito? That's a bloody mosquito. That is. From Zero, the new album. So. Yeah, it later revealed that he will not be joining the band on their upcoming tour, preferring to work behind the scenes. That's what I'm saying. It's like, hang on, sorry. Rob is still with them, though, isn't he? Oh, no. Ah, sorry, yeah. Rob, where was I? Later informed the other members that he wished to distance himself from I thought from the band and did not participate in the promotional activities for the hybrid. Oh, he distanced himself in 2020 because we've had a few re-releases. If you the box sets for Hybrid Theory and Meteora are absolutely great. I love them, and I think the compilation album as well, Paper Cuts, that was an alright album. I didn't get it, unfortunately. I'm not about greatest hits albums, but this one kind of felt like I needed to get it, but the one I wanted, like, sold out. Ted, you're starting to annoy me with your whinging. Wants to go back upstairs to mom and dad. It's annoying. So yeah, so Colin is actually replacing Rob. Oh, okay. I've read that wrong somewhere. I thought he was still with them. I thought he was still going to be with them, like behind the scenes, like Delson is going to be. Never mind, eh? Never mind. Let's get back to the man himself, Jamie. Kind of now. It must be hard to lose a father. Unfortunately, I've never been. I don't say unfortunately. Fortunately, I have been not. Oh, I'm trying to. The words aren't coming out of my mouth. I've been very fortunate that I still have my parents. And to lose a father that committed suicide is yeah, it's it kind of I don't want to go too deep into it, but my ex-girlfriend, um, her dad actually, this is actually not that long ago. Um, it's been over 10 years. Damn, it's been about 10 years, and I think 3 weeks since. No, 4 weeks. I think it was the 23rd of August, if I remember. Um, yeah. My ex-girlfriend's dad killed himself in 2014, and he had such a influence on her life, that obviously you get attached to a certain parent, don't you? You might be a mama's boy, or I'm a mama's boy. I would say, and my sister's obviously a daddy's princess. You know, which is part of being, of having kids, and obviously of being a brother and sister, or sisters, or brothers and brothers. Ted, sit on the chair, mate. Okay, we're going up in a bit. Don't worry. Sorry, guys. And I don't want to go in, like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail about my ex, because it still feels a bit, oof, there's still I'd say this is not a therapist session. This is not a therapist session. No. I say that I have had closure, but it wasn't a very good bit of closure. So I'd like more closure, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so Jamie claimed that the band's founder, Mike, had quietly erased my father's legacy in real time by introducing Linkin Park's new lineup last week. Now, if you watched the live stream, that is the complete opposite of what he did. Now, Jamie, unfortunately, has put himself in the firing line, and apparently there's something about Emily's past, because of her supporting an actor. I think the name Danny Masterson during a 2020 rape trial, and she put out an Instagram post, if I remember correctly, on the day, or like a day after the live stream. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, did she delete it? I think she deleted it. Or I think it might have been retweeted on Linkin Park, I could be completely wrong. Yeah, it's not there no more, sorry. It's such a, like, you don't want to criticize the guy, because it's your dad, but at the end of the day, you've got to let the band move on, and it's taken this long for them to kind of, granted, it's probably been about a year since they've been working on new music, and to be honest, they've probably been working on new music for the past 4 years. You just don't know. Well, I know Mike's been obviously writing music, and he's been performing on his own. He's been performing on his own for a few years now. He did a show at Reading Festival 2019 which you can watch on YouTube as usual. And it's such a good show, and I'm like, I didn't know Mike was this down to earth, and he really cares for the fans, and he really cares for everyone, and he doesn't want to upset anyone. But by my observations, Sonoda said he knows many people will take time to wrap their heads around the change, and there was a lot of people that did. You saw the live chat on the live stream, and it was like, oh, it's not the same without Chester. Oh, I'm like, unfortunately, it's time. Like I said, Emily's not replacing Chester. That's what we get from this. If they wanted to replace Chester, they would have replaced him with, I would say, someone that is probably a male and is probably, I would say, much more recognizable as a, what's the word, more in the limelight, who's more famous than Emily, you know what I mean? Because Emily, I didn't even know who she was until I googled her, and she was part of a band called Dead Sarah. And they've been, and the band have been going on for 20 years. I'm like, yo, okay. And from Zero, the new track, The Emptiness Machine, her vocals on it are absolutely effing awesome. And I can't wait for it. I'm hoping to get tickets to this morning, actually. I'm part of the LPU. I'll get them before they go on general sale, so fingers crossed I can get a ticket. I don't care if it's seated or standing, I'm going. To be fair, it's probably best if I get a seated ticket because it's down in London. And it's a Tuesday night as well, and it'll probably take me a while to get home. It'll actually take me a while to get there. No, this is my second time being at the O2. So yeah, I think a seated ticket would probably be better. A decent seated ticket as well, like a couple of rows, 5 rows down would be perfect, or something like that. Yeah, and great angles from the stage. If people are respectfully not there yet, I'm totally fine with that, and that's what I get. That's what I'm getting the vibe off Mike. People will take time. A lot of people will be grieving, and I mean, I'm just happy one of my favorite bands are back. You know what I mean? Because yeah, a lot of people. I mean, like I said, there's a load of bands out there that would not be able to replace a certain member, but have kind of, what's the word? They've kind of accepted that, yes, we can't replace him or them, we can't replace them because they're such an integral part of the band. And when you go like, oh, Linkin Park, oh, Chester Bennington, you know what I mean? What's the first word that pops into your head when you go Queen, Freddie Mercury? Well, I mean, you probably go, oh, God Save the Queen, or We Will Rock You, you know what I mean? Or another one, Bites the Dust, or Bohemian Rhapsody, But it's, those guys are so synonymous with the band. It's like with Fuse. Granted, it's the drummer. I'm waiting for Shane to get on those toms, I'm waiting for him to be a full member, and I think he will be. Maybe, obviously, with all this whole thing with the baby, I reckon he might distance himself, but I don't know. No, I think Who knows? But anyway, so Jamie referenced the accusations Armstrong's ties to Scientology and her alleged support of actor Danny Masterson during the 2020 rape trial. Armstrong previously issued a statement distancing herself from the actor, saying she had not spoken to him since the preliminary hearing revealed imaginable details of his crimes. He was later found guilty. Now, I believe in I would say, like, innocent until proven guilty. I would like to think that someone that I know or in a kind of in a kind of circle where they know me quite well and I know them quite well, I would like to think of them as really. I wouldn't like to think them like that. I'd like to be supportive. There's no way this person would be able to do this. And turns out, yeah, your whole perception changes of that person, and yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. She was in support of the guy because she believed in him, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, and she probably, like I said, she probably had a very strong connection with the guy. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but and then on Instagram, Jamie Bennington said fans were having a hard time wrapping their heads around her recruitment, which I was. Like I said, they've gone with essentially a nobody in the industry, which is very mean. Sorry, it's very mean to say that. But yeah, they've gone with someone that's not very well known. I don't think even Dead Sarah's performed here in the UK, so you know what I'm saying. But her vocals are strong, and I'm digging it. Obviously, like I think I said in the review, like her vocals were good. Obviously, at the very start, you could tell she was nervous. I think after obviously the first song they played, which was The Emptiness Machine. Obviously she knows that song because that's the song that she's probably written with Mike and everyone. But then obviously she started doing the old stuff, and you could tell she was nervous. Her voice cracked. I can't remember which song it was. I think it was the third song in, if I remember. And then after that, it was, well, the next song played, and I was like, oh no, she hasn't like lost her voice already. And then after that, I think it was Waiting for the End, and it was like, holy mother of God, yes, I'm absolutely digging this. And I was like, yeah, I'm so ready, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all, even if it was a male or a female. It doesn't really matter, because yeah, she's her essence. And I think Chester would approve. I think he would approve. I think people are forgetting that Chester he'd want the band to move on. But yeah, he said the band had failed to address the concerns of their diverse fan base. I mean, not really. I think there's not really a concern. After the alleged allegations emerged and said they had betrayed the trust of their followers. Not really. Them actually not coming back at all and just going, yeah, we're done with that, would have been betraying their trust, in my opinion. Them coming back has regained the trust, in my opinion, not betrayed it. In a long series of video posts, Bennington also accused Shinoda of blocking him on social media. I think there was. I mean, yeah, when it must be very hurtful for Mike, because the thing is, Mike has actually known Chester longer than his son has. Let's be real here. Chester and Mike have been friends for 20 plus years. How old's this Jamie dude? He's what, 22, 23? Oh, he's 28 actually. Still. Subconsciously, he wouldn't have been able to know his father from the age of 6. You know what I mean? I don't remember what my dad was doing at the age of 6 or... Actually, no, I can remember at the age of 7. So... and said the band had failed to inform him of their reunion. I mean, that's a bit of a... Not... I'd say... yeah. I'd be upset if my... Well, I'd say Mike is probably... Well, I don't know if he is, but I presume Mike is... Actually, that's a load of bull, actually, because I'm pretty sure Chester's widow, has been supportive of it and actually knew about it. So maybe this Jamie guy's just trying to be in the limelight. He just wants his 15 seconds of fame. I'm not being rude. I'm just saying that because, yeah. Because I think if I remember actually, when his dad actually died, wasn't he the one spewing allegations and stuff left, right, and center? This guy, he looks like one of them. I'm sorry, he looks very, yeah. He looks very shifty, doesn't he? It's the beard and glasses that do it for me. Yeah. Yeah, he just looks... Yeah. With hair, it looks better. Him with a bald head, glasses and a beard. Oof. I don't want to say anything that's not too child friendly, but yeah. I'm not even going to say anything. I want to say everything, but it's a family friendly podcast. This is. It looks like a nonce. Sorry, there you go. I've said it. I'm getting the word. Nonce. They didn't come to me with the announcement. They didn't ask me how I felt. They didn't offer me a ticket, he said. I mean... there's probably a reason why. He looks very... It sounds like he's distanced himself from his family as well. So, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Jamie is one of Chester's 6 children. There you go. He was probably the least favourite child. He was the firstborn by the looks of things. 28, yeah, definitely. Definitely. He just looks very shifty. And then he went on and said, "Oh, I'll still buy a ticket." I'm like, well, yes. You shouldn't be asking for a ticket. You know. So, I mean, if I would never ask for a ticket. Oh, actually, no, I probably would, but I think it depends on where. I mean, if I was very, very close with the family, and if Mike was like an uncle to me, he will probably offer me one anyway. And to be honest, I would probably want to be a part of the post releases of things. I would probably try and be friends with Mike. You know what I mean? I would be like, I want you to, I want Linkin Park to carry on. I want you to find. That's what I'm saying. I'd be very supportive of the band. I'd be like, I know this is your grieving time, but as soon as you are ready to put a new singer in, I give you my full support. So yeah, he just looks very shifty. Looks very shifty indeed. Oh God. This is on his Insta. Like, death threats, I don't agree with. You know what I mean? As much as I'm saying he looks like a nonce, I don't agree with people giving death threats on either end. It looks like end of story. If anything happens to me or my partner while we are attending this concert, it is on Linkin Park. I mean, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. That looks like it's on his Instagram. Is it on his Instagram? The Picture Pie Archives. I will be attending oh, it was on something else. Yo, that's taken everything out of context, mate. That's what I mean. Don't believe everything you read on the internet, everyone. Still waiting on Linkin Park and MGMT to acknowledge me. Why? Oh, management. I was like, MGMT, the band that sing the kids song. Or Electric Feel. Or I want to listen to MGMT, man. Kids was like the song of the summer one year. I can't remember, 2009 or something. It was that and the Temper Trap song, Sweet Disposition. Oh, those two songs take me back to summer 2009. I think it was 2009. I could be completely wrong. I had just finished primary school, jumping into high school. 2009, baby. Well, it looks like Mike got a message, or it was the other way around. Obviously, by lots of things, they don't. What's the? Sorry. Oh, I thought it was the 9/11 show. No, that's the. Oh no, that's the show in. They've actually just done the show, haven't they? Oh, at the Forum. It looks like they don't follow each other on Instagram or anything like that, because it looks like he's put, "Hi, this is Jamie Bennington. I'm reaching out to acknowledge you as a role." Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Acknowledge your role as president of Machine Shop Records and ask if you would be willing to assist me in securing 2 tickets to the Linkin Park show in LA on 9/11. One for me, one for my wife. I'll take whatever the band is willing to give. If they want me in the back of the arena, far from view, I'll take that. I'll take it. If they want me to put me in a more ideal seat, I'll take it. We attend only to observe. I have reached out to the official LP Instagram, but have yet to receive a response to multiple messages, including my request for tickets and clarification my intent to observe. Please inform me if you're willing to unable to fulfill this request. Inform me if you are unable. No, that is such a bloody... Oh, what's the word? I'm trying to think of the words. It's a word I can't think of. Please inform me if you're unable to fulfill this request. Thank you for your time. He doesn't need to. I'm sorry, but P.S. I understand that there is the potential for my perspective and actions to be perceived as disrespectful to you and your band. However, I feel that it is really that important to me to see this show. This is a genuine request. If you want to see his show, get a ticket. Because, I mean, I wonder what Chester's other kids think of this. You know what I mean? And I bet you they've been given access. So this Jamie guy sounds like a right piece of work. Not gonna lie. It's the word is on the tip of my tongue. Manipulative. That's the word. Sorry, not sorry. We've been on this for 58 minutes. Jesus. So yeah, and then obviously the article goes on. Armstrong was previously known as the front woman of LA rock band Dead Sarah. She made her live debut with Linkin Park on last Thursday alongside new drummer Colin Britton. The concert coincides with news of the band's first new music since Bennington's death from suicide in 2017 and a world tour. Almost immediately, however, Armstrong was questioned over her support of the actor. Yes, here you go. In an Instagram post, Mars Volta singer Cedric Bexit, oh my god, that's a name, wrote, Do your fans know about your friend Danny Masterson, your rapist friend? Oh, that is like, oh, I mean, come on, like, you're trying to get it cancelled, or you're just trying to... I think a lot of people are just jealous of the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, the singer's wife, Chrissy Carnell Bexler, was one of several women who accused the actor of sexual assault. The actor, best known for his role in That 70s Show. Oh, Ashton Kutcher's friend. I remember them. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis actually supporting him, if I remember correctly. Oh, because there were co-stars in That 70s Show. I've seen like 2 episodes. It's on Netflix. It's actually a really funny comedy. But yeah, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, who are in That 70s Show, alongside obviously Danny Masterson. They were supporting him. That was like the biggest Hollywood thing at the time. So it wasn't just her. It was the other 2. And I don't remember any criticism going Ashton Kutcher's or Mila Kunis's way. Just saying. Just because someone has been given... It happens when if you've been given a big role in something, People will find out that the stupidest shit on your Facebook, mate. If I ever got famous, the amount of people that probably would try to cancel me is absolutely fucking crazy. Like, I've looked back. I haven't posted on my Facebook, right? I was gonna say my Facebook. I was gonna say MySpace then as well. But the last time I posted anything on Facebook, as my mum calls it, right? The last thing I posted that's not been tagged by me. That's my mum. That's my mum. That's my sister. That's me mum. That's me sister, me mum. That's me mum again. Me mum. Bloody hell. This is 2020 now. Oh, here you go. The last thing I shared on Facebook was 19th of May 2020. And it was about the Hobbits at 90... Sorry. The Hobbits at 100% strength. All 4 Hobbits. The Hobbits at 99.9% of strength. Just Samwise Gamgee himself. I thought that was hilarious. But that was like someone else's post. The last thing I actually officially posted was starting my new job in 2020. But probably the last thing I actually like fully typed out was, I can't remember it. Oh, I just seen a cute photo of my dog and my sister's dog. Oh, Cooper. Oh, that's my old car, isn't it? That's my old car. Oh, Coopy. Yes, this is the last thing I actually ever posted was, can't wait to see At the Catfish and the Bottlemen live next year at Motorpoint Arena. And I think that might have been an Instagram post, if I'm being honest. Which actually technically counts as a Facebook post. 2018. Catfish and the Bottlemen, Motorpoint Arena, Nottingham, Tuesday the 19th of February, 2019. Oh, holy mother of God. 25 quid for a ticket. Oh my God. That's mad. That's mad. Absolutely mad. I mean, that's good. But to see Catfish now, I'm seeing them at Cardiff next year at the Principality Stadium. And it was about 100 quid just to go see him. And this show, the Motorpoint Arena, was their first arena show. First ever. If they weren't supporting someone. Anyway. So he was cleared of the allegations of the sexual assault, but was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison last September after being found guilty of 2 other charges of rape. Lovely. And then Armstrong issued a statement over the weekend saying she wanted to clear the air about something that happened a while back. This is what, like I said, this is what I'm saying. People will just find, and just use it against you, even if when you're having the biggest moment of your career, of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, about me on my Facebook posts, if you saw what a 13-year-old or 12-year-old me was posting on Facebook, honestly, it's cringeworthy, I tell you. And I'm like, I can't believe I acted like this at 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I think there might have been some of it at 14 as well, but I'm 26 years of age now. That happened when I was really immature. I'm still quite immature, but I know right from wrong nowadays. Jesus Christ. Anyway, several years ago, I was asked to support someone I considered a friend at a court appearance. Went to the early hearing as an observer. She explained soon after I realised I shouldn't have, and always tried to see the good in people. That's what I'm saying. She saw the good in that person, and just like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis did. And I misjudged him. I have never spoken with him since. Linkin Park did not comment on the accusations that a situation which Jamie Bennington characterised as disrespectful. Okay. I think this Jamie guy needs to... I don't want to say... Like I said, I don't want to say anything rude, because a lot of it is what it... Because obviously his dad committed suicide, and I don't want him to do the same, because no one should do that. You know, you're loved by whoever, but people, just don't be sending death threats to the guy. Okay, leave the guy alone. He's still obviously grieving about his father's death, which I would probably be. You know, I'd be still in pieces, mate. I'm quite an emotional wreck, an emotional guy, and I would probably be weeping over the smallest of things. My emotions. I think one day, I think it was high school, and I had my grandfather's ring on, and I tell you what, I literally swore at my head of year. I told him to F off, because he knew I wore it every day. Obviously, it's a piece of jewelry. It's not part of the what's the word? The uniform policy, which I get. You know what I mean? But this is something that's close to my heart. You know, my granddad was a very big part of my life, and my dad's side, and my nan gave me the ring a couple of days after his death, and it's the last thing I have of him that I remember of him and my granddad, my nan, sorry, as well. So it meant so much to me, and I obviously just lashed out as a 15-year-old would. And, well, if it was a 7-year-old me, I'd probably use my fists, because I lashed out at people like it was no tomorrow back in primary school, because I just didn't have the vocabulary to kind of say, hey, shut up, you knobhead, or whatever, you know. I would have just lumped him one, and then I would have got in trouble, and I would have got sent home because I was being bullied, but then got technically standing up for the bullies in a good way. Don't bully people. And if you are being bullied, stand up to them, because they'll eventually stop. Trust me, they will stop. If you can't stand up for yourself, get someone to do it for you. Or, actually, no. Yeah, try and get someone to do it for you, because you might not be strong enough to stand up for yourself, which I totally get. I totally get that. Anyway, but yeah, just don't be sending any death threats. I mean, clearly the Jamie's like separated him, distanced himself from his probably mother and his brothers and sisters, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. When something happens, take accountability for what you did, he said. I mean, Linkin Park didn't do the rape, did they? Let's be real. Come on now. And Emily, all she did was, like, supported someone that, at the time, was cleared of the sexual assault charges, but then was later found guilty of rape. So, you know what I'm saying? And to be fair, I'd be the same. If he got cleared of these sexual assault charges, you know, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll definitely be in your corner. Because if you've been cleared of these, there's got to be no chance that you've not done this. You know what I mean? So, but obviously, yeah. I mean, sexual assault is the same, isn't it, as rape? It's considered that, isn't it? It's under that bracket, isn't it? I'd say anyway. Imagine if Mike Shinoda came out now and said, "You know what, guys? I'm sorry. This was a little poorly planned. It didn't go the way I wanted it to, but I do care about you and I do see how it impacts you, and I apologize. Let me make up to you. Let me talk to Emily. Let's not move forward until we figure this out." What is there to figure out? There's literally nothing to figure out. Okay, if Emily was the one doing what the Masterson guy was doing, I would probably, yeah. But it's got nothing to do with her, and it's got nothing to do with Jamie. It's got nothing to do with anybody. It's in the past. Leave it there. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what's happening. He said he doesn't care to give an official statement about the impact of hiring someone like Emily. Someone like Emily, wow, this person, I tell you, he's, like, I don't want to say anything bad about him, like I said, but people like that, like I said, he just wants a bit of limelight, that's all. He wants his 15 minutes of fame, and I bet you because he's one of the older guys out of his group, his family, brothers and sisters, he's probably got nothing from his dad in the will. He was probably left with nothing, and there's probably a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? I've spent too long talking about this now. Anyway, let's talk about Taylor Swift. One of the stories. This is going to be very short though. This one, she's endorsing Kamala Harris, in the what looks like it's going to be the general. I was going to say the general election, the presidential elections, and obviously now Trump's got himself involved, and yeah, it's a load of baloney, and I'm not going to bother saying anything, to be honest. I'm surprised that Taylor's kind of done this myself, actually, endorsing a politician. But each to their own, I say. If I was in a position of power like Taylor is and I've got loads of money, I would never endorse a politician. Never. I mean, unless if I actually truly believe what they believe in, which is probably what Taylor's doing. Taylor's got quite a big following, and this actually might be a turning point for Kamala Harris in the election itself, because you know how the Swifties can be, you know, like, oh, she's endorsed Kamala, let's go out and vote for her, you know, even if their values don't match with Kamala's values. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been watching nothing of the presidential election, the debates or anything like that, because I think it's just, yeah, it's not my, well, I mean, it kind of does affect me in a way, but it's like, I'm not really that fussed, because they'll say stuff and things and they just don't do anything. But Keir Starmer, I hope he does well for the British public, and I hope he delivers. Let's just hope. And in my opinion, this is going off track. This is nothing to do with music, but like the Jamie Bennington story, really, it's nothing to do with music. It just relates to yeah. I was going to say something then. I can't remember what it was. Damn. What was it? I can't remember what it was now. Damn it. I can't remember now. Oh, I think this mosquito's bit me on the back of my leg, you know. I think he has, you know. The bugger him. Ouch. Oh. Who? Megan Kelly? Eh? I don't bloody know. Or is he trying to get me on my leg here? No, he's somewhere. Where the hell's he gone? Anyway, yeah, that's Taylor. That's the first news as Taylor. Franz Ferdinand, new music from the boys, from the Scottish band. It sounds like they are. Yeah, it's called The Human Fear. It's out on the 10th of January. Not really. To be fair, it is my type of music, indie rock. I only know them for like 2 of their songs, which that album came out 20 years ago now. I can't remember what it's called. The album itself, I think it was just called Franz Ferdinand. Yeah, 2004. Obviously, everyone knows. Take me out. So The Human Fear is a new album of theirs. Go listen to their new track if you want to go listen to it. It's called Audacious. It's the first track on the album out of the 11 tracks on there. Yeah, comes out on the 10th of January. Yeah. Something else to do with Donald bloody Trump. Jack White is suing Trump over the use of the White Stripes' Seven Nation Army music. Trump's been using it as like a walkout thing or whatever in his campaign. And obviously, I presume he hasn't got the rights to use it. I mean, because you're using it for monetary gain, I would say, really. By trying to be the president again of the United States. So, yeah, that's another one. And I think Jack White also announced a gig, like, a couple of days ago as well. Like a really late one, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Seven Nation Army and I can't remember what that song is now. That one he did with Alicia Keys. Is it Alicia Keys? For the Bond film. Just another way to die. For Quantum of Solace. Yeah, it's a good song. It's not a classic, but it's decent. Everyone thought that that Jack and Meghan were brother and sister. They were married. She's actually still called Meghan White. She still uses the name White. She was married to Jack from 96 to 2000. And then she remarried to Jackson Smith in 2009 and divorced 4 years later. Obviously now, Jack White is now in his third marriage. What is it with people? What is it with celebrities there? and I think there's like some big celebrities that they've been married like 3 bloody times in the space of 20 years. If I'm being honest, I'd just give up. Stop. Yeah, so I was going to say Jack Whitehall there. No, Jack White has been married to Olivia Jean of a gothic rock band called the Black Bells. Unfortunately, are on a hiatus, and they have been for 12 years. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. That was a burp. Gothic rock. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. I'm getting a bit tired now. So, yeah, that's a bit of Jack White. And let's end it on the nice stuff, eh? Let's end it on the other bit of Taylor Swift news. Taylor Swift was at the US Open the other day alongside her other half, Travis Kelce, enjoying a match, and I think between the between games, or probably waiting on for the next people to come play. They were playing a song by The Darkness. Now, if you know who they are, brilliant. Especially, I mean, if you're a Brit, you'll know them. I think if you're born in 99, 2000, you'll probably know them. Any later, maybe not so much. And we all know their Christmas tune. That is probably one of the best Christmas songs ever. Just saying. Christmas time, don't let the bells end. Sorry, I had to do it. Yeah, The Darkness are a rock band from the UK. And 21 years ago, they released an album called Permission to Land, and the music's good. Oh crap! I'm hoping that did not pause. So yeah, they had an album called Permission to Land in 2003, and Taylor was singing "I Believe in a Thing Called Love." From what they were, I think it was. They were like, Taylor and Travis were dancing along to it, and Taylor was giving it her all. And like I said, this is the power of the Swifties. In the US, The Darkness have their not official, not like Billboard, like the official charts here in the UK, but they brought that song to the iTunes like number 1 in the US rock chart in the US. I'll actually try and find it, actually. Top Daily USA, United States. Oh no, that's another thing. I can't remember. I think it was called. And Justin Hawkins, the lead singer of the Darkness, was responding to it, and it was a really lovely video. And yeah, if you haven't have listened to The Darkness, go listen to Permission to Land, and you will be blown away when the Black Suck, Black Suck, Black Suck, Black Suck, or Get your hands up from my wall, mama. Mother. Or the down and down. You're really growing on me. You're really growing. Oh, that was terrible. Sorry, I should stop singing, shouldn't I? Oh, I can't sing like I used to. Jesus. And I definitely can't hit whatever note that is that Justin does. But yeah, if you haven't listened to their band, they're such an amazing band, and yeah, they really kind of what's the word? What's the word? Sorry. A one-hit wonder, as they say. With their debut album, actually, it rocked up the charts here in the UK. Obviously, because it was one of the greatest albums ever written at the time, I must say. They even actually headlined Reading and Leeds 2004 or 3, whichever one it was. No, 2005. Reading 2005. Because it was Green Day, The Darkness, and Iron... Oh, no. It must have been 2004 then. Yeah, definitely 04. Because 05 was the Pixies, Foo Fighters, and the Maiden. Maiden headline Reading. Damn. I was way too young for that festival then. 7 years old I would have been. 7 years old? Damn. I'll take this lineup over. Oh, that main stage on Friday. All the days are looking dope. Take me back to 19 years, man. Even the NME stage is looking stacked. On the main stage, you have Dropkick Murphys, Elbow, Queens of the Stone Age, The Killers, and the Pixies. On Saturday, you have All American Rejects, Biffy Clyro, The Charlatans, Razorlight, if you know who Razorlight are. Yes. Queens of the Stone Age, Kings of Leon, and Foo Fighters. And on that Sunday, you had My Chemical Romance on first, lo and behold. Alkaline Trio, Funeral for a Friend, Iggy and the Stooges, Incubus, Marilyn Manson, and Maiden. Oh, that Sunday's... Yeah. Oh, I would love to have been there. Not gonna lie. The NME stage, you had Death from Above 1979, Fight Star, Bullet for My Valentine, and Kasabian on that Friday. And on the Saturday, you had Editors, the Cribs. You had the Arcade Fire, when they used to have the at the beginning of their name. Never heard of the two other bands, to be fair. Baby Shambles and The Tears, never heard of them. Or is that Fears? The Tears? The Fears? I don't know. And on the Sunday is a bit more better, I'd say. Maximo Park, LCD Sound System, The Futureheads, and Block Party. Block Party, they should have headlined it. They should have headlined it about 10 years ago. Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh. The other stages are dope. The Carlene stage is probably the best one. I'm trying to zoom in. Oh, I can't see anything. This is going completely off the rails, this podcast episode has. So sorry, guys. We Are Scientists. I'm trying. Mystery Jets, I've heard of them. Arctic Monkeys. Oh, they're way down the list. 2005. Yeah, makes sense. The National. Echo and the Bunnymen. I thought it was a bit better than that, not gonna lie, on those other stages, but it must have been 2004. Then I'm pretty sure 2004. Yes, well, what do you know? It's the other band we're talking about, Jack White, the White Stripes. Bloody hell! Oh wow, that's quite. Not gonna lie, that's kind of freaky. Not gonna lie. But 2004, you had Taking Back Sunday, you had Jurassic 5, The Hives, The Offspring, and obviously Darkness as headliners. Yes, as headliners above The Offspring, which is completely mad. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they would have been amazing 2004. 20 years ago. God damn. Razorlight, Franz Ferdinand, the Libertines. Oh, sorry, Libertines. Is it Libertines or Libertines? I can't remember. Libertines, isn't it? I don't bloody know. Morrissey, White, and the White Stripes. On the Sunday, the Rasmus. Oh, Dropkick Murphys, the Streets. They're supporting Kasabian actually in November. I think. Is it the Streets? I can't remember. Lost Prophets. Oh, that's kind of coming full circle with this whole bloody story. The frontman got done with. Well, I don't want to say it on the podcast, but yeah, he was like that Masterson guy, but he did it to younger people. Sorry. Placebo, 50 Cent, and Green Day. Oh, that Sunday's fucking amazing. This is going to have to be a dirty, bloody, an explicit episode. Sorry, guys. I mean, to be fair, the stuff we are talking about is quite graphic in some ways, isn't it? Like rape and sexual assault, yeah, and suicide. It's a bit, yeah, it's not very family friendly, is it? Let's be real. And then on the, I think they just called it the Radio On stage back then, you had Super Furry Animals, Block Party on first, blimey. Dizzy Rascal, Funeral for a Friend, Supergrass. What else is that? What else? Oh, blimey. Sorry, guys. I am getting quite tired now. And I wouldn't be surprised if you've actually clicked off this podcast. An hour and 34 minutes. So, we were just on about the darkness and how Taylor Swift has done her magic and has got the Darkness song, I Believe in a Thing Called Love, topping the charts in the US on the iTunes rock chart. We love to see it, don't we? Yeah. And I think also Justin actually went to one of the Wembley shows, if I'm not mistaken. He was saying in his little video he did, and Taylor actually left him a little note. So they obviously know each other. Now, if you don't know who Justin Hawkins is, he's an amazing singer, an amazing guitarist. He does this like special thing my dad was saying. He flicks his plectrum and kicks it and then catches it, which is mad. Oh, hello. Yeah. I want to do a thing about. I'll take that line up over the lineup this year. I think it was 2006 that was the best one. Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, 2006. You had Fight Star, Dashboard Confessional, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, Kaiser Chiefs, Franz Ferdinand. Lo and behold, they headlined. Wolf Mother, The Cribs, Dirty Pretty Things, Feeder, The Streets, Arctic Monkeys, and Muse. Oh, I think I've got. You can watch that. You can listen to that on YouTube. That show, and it's fantastic. And on Sunday you had Mastodon, Story of the Year, Kill Switched, sorry, Taking Back Sunday, Bullet for My Valentine, Slayer, My Chemical Romance, Placebo, and Pearl Jam. That's a... Oh, they just don't make them like they used to anymore, do they? Ow. They just don't make them like they used to anymore. The lineups. I think I'm gonna call it a day now, guys. I'm actually getting really, really tired. This episode probably won't go out till later tomorrow. After I've probably got tickets to the Linkin Park gig. If I have, that's fantastic. It'll probably be up on live, I think, in a few hours. I'll probably have to edit that little bit of just literally nothing, me letting the dog out for a bloody pee. But yeah, I'm getting a bit tired now. And the podcast episode has gone on for quite a long time. We spent a little bit too long on the Linkin Park and the whole debacle about about Chester's son, haven't we? Really, but yeah, it's gone on an hour longer than I wanted it to. Definitely, 40 minutes would have been perfect, but never mind, eh? Well, to be fair, whilst we've been doing this, there's probably been some other news in the world of music. Let me just check. Oh, big news. Van's Warped Tour is returning next year. Oh, hello. One of the rock music's most iconic brands will be making a comeback in 2025. Rockfeed has learned, according to multiple sources familiar with the matter, Warped Tour will return with a series of festivals next year. Oh, this could be... Could you imagine if they did it as a tour, as they used to do touring? Mate, it would slam dunk into... Yeah, forget Slam Dunk Festival. UK guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, Warped Tour has helped launch the careers of numerous noteworthy artists, including Blink-182, motherfucker, Sim 41, Paramore, Katy Perry. What a random name to pull out the hat. Rockfeed, not gonna lie, and many more. Oh no. Apparently, when it returns in 2025, the rock festival will be overseen by Live Nation. It's going to be an absolute fuckery. I tell you what. Live Nation can suck on my... Although beloved festival founder Kevin Lehman is said to be heavily involved. Yes! Okay. That's actually good. That's a good sign. So hopefully not Live Nation don't suck our suck everything dry out of us, because Live Nation can be utter numpties when it comes to bringing music onto the fold. Oh, and also the Killers have announced Australia 20 years of Hot Fuss. It sounds like they're going to be doing it, and I'm hoping they're going to bring in it. Or they could be bringing a tour to the UK again then, because they didn't really do like a 20th anniversary show. Yeah, no way. So they're performing live in Australia. So for anyone watching, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to travel to Australia to go see the guys perform. They're currently doing a residency at the Caesars Coliseum in Las Vegas. I think it's the Caesars Coliseum. It's not the Sphere. That's going to be closed. It's not making enough money. It's terrible. Actually no, I think there's another Vegas band, or apparently they're going to be doing like a special show in there. I think it was something else. I think it was a band that I knew. So, so the ones in red. Oh, that's fun. It's got diamonds. Obviously, Rebel Diamonds is a Greatest Hits album. So in Queensland, they're playing at the Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville, Queensland. They're playing Rebel Diamonds, which they'll probably play every song from that from the Greatest Hits album, and at the Qudos Bank Arena in Sydney, New South Wales. So this is like into December. That's quite early. Playing 2 nights. In Sydney. They're playing Rebel Diamonds one night, and they're playing Hot Fuss all night. They're playing Rebel Diamonds at Brisbane Entertainment Centre in Brisbane. Playing 2 nights in Melbourne, both one night for Rebel Diamonds and one night for Hot Fuss. And then a third and final show added in Melbourne at the Red Lava or Red Laver, I don't know how you pronounce his bloody name, the tennis legend, into it, Rod Laver. They'll be performing, tickets on pre-sale now, tickets on Thursday the 12th of September, which is today. So there you go. Something, that was close. Something new that you guys might want to know in the world of music. Anything else? Oh, Dynamite. I'm missing Dynamite. Never mind. There's nothing else, I don't think. Nothing else in the world of music. Oh, Rolling Stones, what you doing? Teddy Swift and Post Malone's Fortnite takes home the award for Best Collaboration at the VMAs. Sweet. Anything else, music-wise? Anything else? No, by those things. So I think we will end it here, everybody. I think we will. I think we're going to. So I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your week. Have a great weekend. I hope everyone has a successful getting tickets for the shows. I'm hoping I'll see them at the O2. If not, they said they're going to be touring next year, so fingers crossed we'll get tickets for those shows anyway. So it's nice. Oh, how do I end this episode? How do I end this one? And this has been the new... No. I don't know what to... Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to end it. What can I end it on? remember, be respectful to the people around you. They might be having a really tough day. You just don't know. Because we've been speaking about suicide, be kind to each other, like I said. Believe in love. And yeah, just... life is too short to moan about people, and because they're having a better life than yours is, it's not going to make your life any better, is it really? Let's be real. And this is aimed at everyone. This is not just aimed at me. This is aimed at Jamie Bennington and the other listeners that listen to this podcast, which is probably about 4 people. I won't lie. But yeah. Like I said, believe in love. You can conquer hate by ignoring it. You can destroy it by loving the person next to you. Have a good night, guys.